Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another speculation video. So the next quarter is around the corner for Sims content. Hopefully the roadmap will be unveiled next week. And I am hoping that we will get at least one pack refresh this year. I think there is a good chance that we might get one sometime this summer. While I'm still on the fence as to whether we'll get one or two expansion packs this year, if we did get one pack refresh for an expansion pack and then a brand new expansion pack in the fall, I'd be okay with that. It is interesting how with the latest Sims Delivery Express drop at the time of making this video sparked a bit of speculation as to whether Get to Work in particular will be the next pack refresh. And it's all because of the cactus that's part of it. Because it's not just any ordinary cactus. Two of the swatches actually glow in the dark if they're put indoors, or while they're set outside, then at nighttime they start glowing. When they do start glowing, they give me serious Sixim vibes, and Sixim is the planet where the aliens come from in Get to Work. Sure, the cactus does look prickly in comparison, I suppose, to the vegetation that you can actually see over on Sixim, but Sixim is a planet. Maybe we could see another part of Sixim in a Get to Work refresh where there would be some different vegetation, including some sort of like Sixim take on cacti. I don't think that's enough though. I don't think this necessarily has to be a hint at a Get to Work refresh. But thankfully, I do have other reasons to think that Get to Work will be refreshed. I've already been thinking for quite a while that it is very likely that Get to Work is the next pack to get refreshed anyways. So with the first refresh that we got, that was for Spa Day, and that was the second game pack to come out, and Get to Work was the very first expansion pack that released for The Sims 4. So that I already think does make it fairly likely to get a refresh, because I think they will mostly focus on older packs for these. I think Island Living might be like the newest pack that they would refresh, or Realm of Magic. It did come out a few months after that, and I know a lot of people would like to see that game pack to be refreshed as well. But yeah, in terms of expansion packs, I think they would start with one of the earlier ones first, just like they did with the game packs. I would not rule out Island Living completely though as the next pack refresh, because with the whole tropical setting, it would make sense if a refresh for that came out during the summer months, which are just around the corner, and it originally did release during the summer too. Another reason I think Get to Work is a very likely candidate for a refresh is that it has not aged well with the community. It seems like whenever I see people rank expansion packs, Get to Work is at the bottom, or at least very close to it. And again, drawing parallels to Spa Day, yeah, before the refresh, I didn't really see many people talking about it, or people just seem to rank it fairly low. So even if Spa Day wasn't necessarily my first choice for a game pack refresh, I think it did need it at some point. Also, I know SimGuru Grant has expressed interest in returning to Get to Work to add more to it. I know he's not working on The Sims 4 anymore, and his tweets were from years ago, but I highly doubt he's the only SimGuru who is interested in doing that. It was interesting looking back at what SimGuru Grant has tweeted before, because I did find a couple of tweets that I think make sense for this conversation. He did reply to this account. Unfortunately, the tweet's gone because that account is suspended. But Grant says, "I think we'd like to, and the My First Pet stuff pack actually did well sales-wise, but the community sentiment is really negative and we don't want to aggravate folks. I'd personally love to add more retail features for Get to Work." He also replied to a discussion that was about the idea of coming back to previous packs, and My First Pet stuff did come up, so he replied saying, there it is. It was an experiment. For a long time, we've wanted to expand expansions, i.e. give more content for packs people love. I'd love to return to Get to Work, or add more holidays for seasons, as opposed to never returning to them. Did we succeed? So it's just like back when my first pet stuff came out, refreshes were just not a concept at all. They were only a thing starting last year, so it is just so interesting looking back, and it's like, wow, well, it was long after Grant left The Sims 4, but now they are finally getting to actually do this. Well, at least for one game pack so far. Hopefully what Grant had in mind was doing things like being able to price things individually, or bringing back the ticket machine from The Sims 2 Open for Business. That was such a powerful item that just made you able to open a lot more different kinds of businesses. Whether you like Get to Work or not, I think there is so much room to make Get to Work an even better pack, especially when it comes to the retail system and the aliens. I mean, sure, the active careers could use some improvement too, but yeah, especially retail and aliens. Oh, and being able to run businesses from home. I can't believe I nearly forgot to mention that, because that's another big thing that The Sims 2 Open for Business has that Sims 4 doesn't. One last reason I think that Get to Work could be the next pack refresh, or at least an expansion pack in general, is that we did have that survey back in, I believe it was from one of the 2020 ones, where they had this section and we were able to check off, I think it was the top 3 packs that we wanted more development time for, and the only ones we could choose from were expansion packs and game packs. And since we got a game pack refresh first, it would make a lot of sense for them to refresh an expansion pack next, so that we as consumers know what to expect when it comes to refreshing expansion packs, because they would probably go bigger than a game pack, I would imagine, because expansion packs are just by nature supposed to be bigger than game packs. So I was about halfway done recording this video, and then I saw this tweet from the official Electronic Arts account. What if our Sims held hands at Granite Falls? With just the picture of the falls of granite. So I find this kind of a random pack to tweet about, because Outdoor Retreat is the first game pack and first full DLC in general to release for the game. It would have made a lot more sense to use Tartosa or Hanford Bagley from packs that are way more recent. But yeah, they instead went with Granite Falls. So while this video was originally only going to be about Get to Work, I guess I'm going to throw in some Outdoor Retreat at the end. Because for similar reasons, Outdoor Retreat I think is also a pretty likely pack to get refreshed at some point. It is an old pack, and just like with Island Living, a refresh for this pack would thematically make sense to have during the summer. I guess that's basically it. I guess there is a decent amount of demand for Outdoor Retreat to be refreshed as well, so yeah, there's that. And I remember, actually, now that I think about it, there was that leak a bit before the Spa Day refresh was announced that seemed to hint that the Bugs collection was going to be updated in some way, and that is part of Outdoor Retreat, so I don't know, maybe that was some very early preliminary work of some kind? Okay, so I took a look back and I found a video I did in August of last year, just before the Industrial Loft Kit released, and Illunacy posted on the forums that they found new strings regarding insects in the patch. Maybe it's Outdoor Retreat that's getting an update after all. Me doing YouTube videos for so long has definitely come in handy for these sorts of videos on more than one occasion, so I'm glad I was able to find this one so quickly. Well, that didn't end up being the case, but it is still kind of interesting to think about, because if Outdoor Retreat did get a refresh, I think it would make so much sense to be able to find insects outside of Granite Falls. Not all of them, like keep the rare ones in Granite Falls so that there is still reason to go looking for insects in that world. But at least have the common ones and maybe 1 or 2 uncommon ones that can be found in at least some of the different worlds. I actually happen to have a great mod by Lot51 called All Bugged Out that basically does this, where depending on the region you're in, the weather, the eco footprint, and the time of day, you can come across different bugs on your lots without having to go to Granite Falls. So I think that could be an amazing addition to Outdoor Retreat if Maxis did something similar, or even just straight up collabed with Lot 51. They are really talented modders, so I think that would be a great choice. But yeah, I guess both Outdoor Retreat and Get to Work have pretty good chances of being the next pack refresh. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What pack refresh do you think will happen next? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!